So I've just received my mini washing machine. I'm using it outside for the first time with my off-grid living. It's not that heavy, about 37 pounds. It has a washer. It has the spinner section. It is a 18 pound and then a 8-pound spinner. Now the only downside to this is it washes, and it's washing very well, but because it's not automated, it doesn't have a rinse circle. But what I did quickly, I figured out, after I let out the water, the wash water, I added more water and put it on less timer, and I was able to rinse out my clothing. And from there I took them over and I put them in the spinner. The spinner works rather well for such a small compartment. The water drained out properly, everything came out. When I added them to the spinner, they were like full with water. I mean, it was filled with water. But as I put them through the spinner in lesser pieces, they came out like 99% dried, which means they wouldn't take too long to dry as I put them on the clothesline. So as you can see, there was water. They were soaked with water because there's no type of spinning in there after the water drains out in the washer. But again, the clothes were it did an awesome job on spinning them. And I was able to take them right to the clothesline. I then wanted to try them on larger pieces of clothes because those were rather small. And it was about 4 dresses, 1 short pants, a long sleeve pullover. It was quite a number of pieces, but they were adult size clothing that I put. And they actually went in pretty well. Small as the compartment, but the compartment is actually deep because I didn't have it hook up to a faucet. I had to pour the water in, and I used about, I'll say 8 to 10 gallons of water in there because I then filled it all the way to the highest. It has a measuring gauge inside, so you can go from low, medium to high, depends on the clothing that you have in it. And I had just set up this pail here, not sure, because this is what you would set up to your faucet if it was actually in the house, and it would be able to get water from, you wouldn't have to manually put water in it. And this is what it looks like when it's completely full, and it was ready to wash. It washed the clothes properly. I have no complaints with it as is. I cleaned it out and I then returned it to the house. So once I have a stationary place for it, it's gonna stay. But this was just a trial, and then that was the first load on my new clothesline, second load. So off-grid living